shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Cook, a 1st down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mon looks to throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun, here's Mon. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Kiki QT now from his end zone. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got some space here. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 50 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the...
And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mon now off of play action. Rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game. But
now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Mon.
Flushed out right. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Now Mon.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mond out of the shotgun.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mond going to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Kenneth Murray.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
He's got Allen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a throw here to his running back. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Mond.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Flush to his right. It's complete to Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Herbert off of play action. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, They've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Herbert on 3rd down now. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mond. Oh, Waller, what a catch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. On his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased out. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
165 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert looking deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
Powers through. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down, eluding the pressure right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Herbert on 1st down now. And this is Cook with the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Rosas to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Vikings on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cook. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this? And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert, flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about them.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, swinging all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed on her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broke in the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me.